Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis for big mega cap stocks. So, show your support by hitting that thumbs up button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and that means a lot to me. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, my analysis in 3 days of live trading, definitely check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple stock, it's down 0.52%. Now, whenever you see a big name like Apple hitting the same support multiple times, guess what? It's going to break. And look at today, again hitting 180. It was hitting right here, and then we saw a rally back up to the upside, came back. It was a relief rally, and now again hitting almost 180 today. And that means one thing: if this thing actually gives up 180, you're going to see Apple going down to lower Bollinger Bands, hitting at 178, and then possibly down to even 177, and who knows, maybe even down to 173. Now to the upside, again today, Apple cannot break above 183. Rejection right here. If this thing can actually take out 183, that is when you're going to see a move all the way up to this gap, 185.19, and then we can talk about more upside on Apple. On Netflix, is down 0.19%, and this morning this thing was up. It was gapping up 1%, and look at that rejection again from 485. Got up to 486.21, huge rejection, came down, gave away 10 bucks, all the way down to 475, and now trading at 480. We also have earnings coming on the 23rd. So what's it gonna be? We left so many gaps open right here on Netflix, and without a good earnings, this thing can definitely dump again. So here on Netflix, going into tomorrow's session, if this thing cannot recapture this level right here, 485, you're going to see a dump off all the way down to 468, and possibly down to this gap, 455.50. To the upside, Netflix can recapture and hold 485 as a support, then watch out for a move, and especially earnings run up all the way back up to 500 to even 506. And here's my Twitter/X account, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow. And I do not have any subscription that you got to go through right here on X. It's totally free, and I do post a lot of things right here on X. Now let's have a look at this play today. I mean, this was insane, and still holding, guys, from $2.11, and now it's trading at actually $2.80. And this was a swing trade that I took today, shorting JPM at 169, and now trading at I think 166 or 167. So this was a fantastic play and still holding. And here's a day trade right here, and this came out early in the morning. You can see right at opening, IWM was trading at 187, 188, 190 calls, and pretty much going in the money. So that was also a nice trade. Now there were some more trades. I did not take Meta. That was a huge one, especially Meta bouncing off of that 13-day moving average, and that was really nice. But unfortunately, with this kind of market right now, only trading, one or two things in the morning and just getting out with profit. So especially if you guys want to support the channel and get 20 years of experience on your side and get all my plays, check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. On Meta, it's up 0.25%, and this is just unreal. Because this morning, when I saw Meta at 359, I was thinking about buying 2 weeks out calls. And why? Because I actually thought that this thing would come back up. And when I looked at it, it was $1,100 a piece. So I didn't want to buy it. But I was looking at, this Friday expiration, and they were only 71 cents a piece. 370 strike, and pretty much going in the money. Unfortunately, by the time I was looking at it, I was like, nah, I already made money in the market, I don't want it. And guess what, guys? I mean, this thing went up over 150%, probably 200% right now, because I didn't check, because this thing is green right now. So this thing fully recovered the complete dip. And why buy right here, and why I actually wanted to buy this dip, because look at this, 359 13-day moving average, this orange line, and we got a massive bounce off of that level, and now trading at 368.37, and it's freaking green on the day, 0.25%, which is insane. And that is why you're not seeing market coming down. But how long this will play out, guys, and how long these stocks will just continue to go up even higher every day. Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, AMD, you name it, just going higher and higher pretty much every day. No correction, nothing, no pullback. But if you look at Apple, that is the stock you want to look at, because you can see every run we saw on Apple, that thing coming down, nice, juicy pullback. You can buy the dip, but can you buy the dip here and hold long term? Absolutely not. This is just next level insanity right here on Meta. Now, if this thing tomorrow can clear 5-day moving average right here, and look at this, 370, then you're going to see 375 and possibly retesting previous all-time highs right here at 384. And tomorrow, if there is a pullback, definitely you want to watch 362 as a support, and then down here 359, all the way down here 355. On Microsoft is down 0.21%, and if you guys remember what I said last night, that watch out for a pullback down to 384, and that should hold right here, because that is a magnetic support right here. And you can see off of this 384, this thing bounced and went back up to almost 390. So if you actually caught this dip, kudos to you. I actually called it when I was live this morning, but unfortunately I never got in, because I don't like to chase anything that is, trading near all-time highs or hitting, all-time highs multiple times. But, this thing definitely was there, especially for a day trader. Money was there. And now it's trading below 390 and also holding right here, if you look at my screen, 387 5-day moving average as a support. So going into tomorrow's session, 387, 384, that's going to be the level to watch on a pullback. And below 384, watch out for 380. But if this thing can clear 390, you're going to see 400 on Microsoft. On Amazon, stock is down 0.95%, and we talked about it last night, how early as today Amazon can come down here just below 152 to fill this gap. And look at this, guys, we actually gapped down to fill this gap. We left the gap open at 152, and this thing came down to 149.91 after filling this gap down here, went right back up, and then filling this gap here on top. And now if you look at my screen, it's kind of holding 20-day moving average slightly below 20-day, 151.82, closing at 151.71. So 150 was that big level. We got a big bounce off of that. And now if this thing can clear tomorrow 151.82, then you're going to see a move back up to 153.68 5-day moving average, and then 155. But the moment Amazon takes out 150, you're going to see it drop down to 147.82, and then strong support down here at 146. On Google, stock is down 0.83%, and pretty much the same story going on all these mega caps right here. And you can see again, it was a $3 dip down to 140, and the dip was bought up immediately. This thing went right back up and now trading above 142, holding that as a support into closing. So going into tomorrow's session, 142, 141.15, and then 140 will be a key level of support to watch on Google. But Google stock can clear right here. If you look at my screen, 5-day moving average, 143.74, you're going to see a move back up to retest 145. And once we get that breakout above 145, there is going to be more upside on Google. On AMD, it's up almost 1%, and this is just insane. You can see AMD dropping down to 154 and completely recovered. $6 went back up, and now it's a green day, almost up 1% on the day, and only $4 away from all-time highs. Now going into tomorrow's session, if there is a pullback, you want to watch 155, rising 5-day moving average 152.41, and then this gap 148.75 is a support only if there is a pullback. Looks like if there is any dip buyers are just buying those dips on AMD and Nvidia. Now if this thing can hold above rising 5-day moving average anywhere from 155 to 152.41, definitely there is a 100% chance this thing will go up to previous all-time highs, and that is 164. And once we clear 164, you're going to see fresh new all-time highs on AMD. On Tesla, stock is down 1.98%, and we actually played Tesla today. I really went small here on Tesla today and got out just above 215, got in right here exactly at 212, and now trading at 215.55. And you can see again 212 was holding on Tesla. As long as Tesla can hold right here, you could see a move back up to especially 223 and then 225.37 up to even 231.29 to close all these gaps on top. Now, moment Tesla takes out 212, you're going to see more dump off all the way down to flat 200. So Tesla, yes, you can take a lot of chance right here, but moment this thing takes out 212, there is going to be more downside, and Tesla can come all the way down to flat 200. On Nvidia, stock is down 0.58%, and this is why Nasdaq 100 holding up and not coming down at all. And this thing needed a pullback. Do we have a pullback today? Absolutely not. This was just a joke today. And you can see this thing came down to 547. We do have strong support at 546, not even touching 546. And the dip was immediately bought up, and this thing now trading above 560. So here on Nvidia, if there is going to be any pullback, you want to watch 552.63, 546, 532. As long as this thing can hold above 552.63 rising 5-day moving average, which is moving up rapidly, that means one thing, this thing will not stop until this thing hits 600. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.